What's up guys, Dmitriy here coming at you with a new video, new topic, new day. Today I'm going to be talking about macronutrients. So to start it off, there are three macronutrients. You have your carbs, proteins, and fats. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the list, and first I'm going to read you the definition, the scientific definition of carbs. Carbohydrates are the sugars, starches, and fibers found in fruits, grains, vegetables, and milk products. To break that down, my own definition of it is carbs are basically available in any type of food that basically grows, and your body uses carbs for energy. To connect this to lifting, bodybuilding, things like that, when you go to work out, the more carbs you have stored in your body, the more carbs that you ate throughout the day, the more energy you're going to have for your workout. To connect it to me losing weight, when I was losing weight, I was about eating 90 to 120 grams of carbs per day. And I was very flat in my workouts. I had basically no energy. I just needed like BCAAs and my pre-workout to help me going. But a lot of carbs, you're going to be able to lift higher volume, more reps, more weight. And of course, vice versa, fewer carbs, you're not going to be able to lift just as much. So to go kind of deeper into that topic, a lot of people associate with like they want low carb diets to lose weight. So yeah, you can do that. That's what I did. I lowered my amount of carbs, but carbs are still necessary for things such as working out. So if you want to have like a no carb diet or very low carb diet, you have to remember that you're going to be very flat in your workouts because your body uses carbohydrates in order to basically retract energy from your body when you're lifting or when you're running, things like that. So you can think of carbs. My easiest way of thinking of it is eating a sour candy. I love sour candy. So let's say I wake up, I'm flat, I have no energy, I eat a sour candy, I'm going to have a short rush of energy. So basically carbohydrates work the same way, just in a longer process. So let's say you have a really big heavy carbohydrate meal in the beginning of the day, and then like let's say at 6 p.m. you go work out, and say you ate for that whole period of time until you worked out, you ate 500 grams of carbs. That's a huge amount. You're going to walk into the gym and you're going to start pulling a lot of weight. Vice versa, if you walk into the gym and you only ate like 2 waffles, which is 30 grams of carbs, you're going to go in, you're going to do one workout, and you're going to feel exhausted already. So I hope I covered that enough for you guys. Right now I'm going to move into fats. So a lot of people have misconceptions about fats. So a lot of people believe fat equals obesity. If you have high amounts of fats, you're not gonna have abs, or like don't eat high fatty foods such as burgers. Well, those are like not necessarily true. So fats are basically very essential in our bodies. The things that fats do are they store energy in your body, so they basically act as like little holding cells for your ATP in your body, and they also provide healthier skin, healthier hair, and it gives you kind of a shock absorber for your bones with your muscle tissue. So like if I pull my skin right now, like I don't know if you guys can see it, but like there's like a space between like the bone, the muscle, and everything else in your hand, and it's basically like a shock absorber for your body. So let's say you're doing pull-ups and you fall, of course you're going to fall. If you had no fat on your body, you're going to be falling directly on your muscle tissue, partially being able to like rip something or hit your bone and breaking your bone. But fat acts like as a shock absorber for your body, and also the other things that I mentioned too before. But one thing you have to like know is that fat, you don't want to be eating high amounts of fat, because there's a certain limit of fat that you can intake a day, which is pretty healthy. So let's say for me right now, I'm 185 pounds. About 80 to 90 grams of fat is pretty good for me. It's pretty healthy. I'm going to have healthier skin, healthier hair, things like that, and I'm not going to be gaining weight at a rapid level. But if you start eating 200 grams of fat per day, that's going to greatly affect the way you feel, your mood, and also your energy at the gym. Because you have to remember, also the more fat you're going to be intaking, the more kind of bloated you're going to be feeling, which is going to lead to some negative impacts on both like your mental health and then like your physical appearance, which also like affects you mentally too. So right now, I'm going to be moving into the protein part of this segment, and let's have a drink of water. Protein, the word that bodybuilders just throw around every single time they go work out. So you may ask, what is protein? Protein can basically be found in any sort of meat. You can find it in soy form, which is basically vegan protein, or whey protein, which is like powder. So what does protein actually do? So to start it off, I'm going to start with working out. When you work out, the main focus of working out, you want to build more muscle. But how do you do that? When you're working out, let's say you're doing curls. I'm doing curls, And to build more muscle, the muscle has to tear and basically regrow. And when it regrows, it builds bigger. So you're gonna have bigger biceps. So say I go and I do arm day, and my curls, I'm really sore, really pumped, and I go home. I say, now I want my muscle to basically rebuild faster, rebuild bigger. How do I do that? So the key for that is protein. So protein comes in with your ATP, and it basically connects your to your muscle fiber, your muscle tissue. And protein synthesis, which a lot of you guys heard about, is basically when your muscles are more actively using the protein that you're intaking in order to build build your muscle faster. So also, as I said before, I'm keep repeating it, protein helps to build muscle, and it also helps with recovery. So as I said before, protein, it helps to rebuild the muscle, connects to your muscle tissue, helping your muscle to rebuild faster. And also, since it's rebuilding faster, you're basically recovering faster. You're not going to be waking up as sore the next day. But of course, it's not going to be a drastic difference. Let's say you hit legs and you can't walk after the gym, and you wake up and you take protein the day before, you're going to be like brand spanking new, not sore at all. No, it's not going to be like that crazy of a difference, but it does help for your muscle to rebuild faster, and faster muscle recovery and bigger muscle growth in a shorter period of time. And also, I would say that's kind of ending my segment on macronutrients. I just wanted to cover it lightly because I know a lot of channels go into the real scientific part of it, and I just wanted to kind of briefly discuss what it is, basically like a general PSA, what are macronutrients. Also, one thing that I want to mention towards the end of the video is when you're like working out and you're counting carbs, counting fat, counting protein, you want to use, I'd say for me personally, you want to use MyFitnessPal or some kind of app that tracks your carbohydrates, because you don't want to be eating over like a certain limit. Let's say you want to be losing weight and you're only like counting calories. You don't want to be really doing that, because some foods are very low in calories but very high in fat compared to protein or carbs. So let's say for example, a burger, In-N-Out burger, is 300 calories but it has 50 grams of fat and like 20 grams of carbs. But it may seem like a very low caloric number, but the fat percentage is basically 3/4 of what you should be eating in a certain day. So I want to just end the video off with, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys like the info that I was saying. I hope it kind of like educated you more on macronutrients, on what they are. And remember to, if you're counting calories or counting carbs, macronutrients, remember to use an app, something that's like efficient in counting, because of course if you just do it in your head, you're going to forget and it's just not going to be very effective. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more kind of like educational PSA type videos, hit the subscribe button down below. Remember to like this video, share it with your friends, do whatever you want to do. Comment in this, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching. I was Dmitry. You are the camera. Thank you. Goodbye. Peace out.